Every time I start a new Minecraft world, there are a few mods I install without even thinking about it. At this point, playing pure vanilla feels strange, so today I'm sharing mods that I rely on the most. Some are tiny upgrades, others change the feel of the world in a good way, but they all make the game more fun and less tedious. So let's get into it. At number 1 we have Fresh Animations. The Fresh Animations mod makes Minecraft feel completely different. Mobs don't just stand still anymore, they move, breathe and actually show emotion. It's like the whole world suddenly woke up. Every animal and mob look more alive, like they finally have a bit of personality. When you walk by, they react. It's a small thing, but it makes the game feel so much better. The animations are awesome, villagers wave their arms, zombies drag their feet, skeletons move with attitude. It's little details like that that make you stop and actually watch them. It just feels more real. It adds something called procedural character nuance, which sounds fancy, but really it just means everything moves more naturally. Nothing looks stiff anymore. It all feels smoother, like real movement. I personally love this mod because it gives Minecraft new life. It's still the same game, but it looks way more alive. Next up we have Better F3. The Better F3 mod takes something super basic, the debug screen, and turns it into something you actually want to look at. It's clean, colorful and way easier to read. You can finally tell what's going on without feeling lost. Instead of that messy wall of text, you get clear sections for everything: FPS, coordinates, biomes and more, all organized neatly. It looks modern and feels built for players, not just devs. You can even customize the colors, layout and what info shows up, so it fits your style perfectly. No more info overload, just what you actually need. It introduces what's called a modular overlay system, which basically means every part of display works separately and updates smoothly. In simple terms, it's flexible and doesn't lag. It helps me see what's going on under the hood without hurting my eyes. It's functional, but it also looks really good. The Mouse Tweaks mod sounds small at first, but it completely changes how you manage items in Minecraft. It makes inventory sorting faster, smoother, and honestly way less annoying. Once you use it, you can't go back. Instead of dragging items one by one, you just click, scroll, or drag your mouse to move stacks instantly. It feels natural right away. It saves so much time when crafting or sorting chests. It basically fixes all those tiny frustrations you didn't realize were slowing you down. Things like shift clicking wrong or misplacing items. Everything just works better. You start wondering why is it not in vanilla. AppleSkin mod is one of those tiny upgrades that quietly makes Minecraft more helpful. It shows exactly how much hunger and saturation food gives before you even eat it. It's small but super useful. You can finally see how efficient your food is instead of guessing every time. No more wasting gold and carrots just to top off one bar. It helps you plan better and play smarter. It also shows you real hunger and saturation levels right on the HUD, so you actually understand what's going on with your health. It's clear and easy to read, and I love how satisfying it is to finally know what food does. There's something nice about having that control. Yeah, we're not having this list without this mod. The Shulker Box Tooltip mod is one of those things that feels like it should have been in Minecraft from the start. It lets you see what's inside the Shulker box without placing it down. It saves a ton of time and space, and the mod basically gives you X-ray vision for your storage. You hover over the box and you know exactly what's inside. No opening, no guessing. It makes sorting, building and traveling way smoother because you always know exactly what's in your storage. It's clean, fast and surprisingly satisfying. I like this mod because it makes inventory management feel smart and organized. You stay in the flow instead of constantly stopping to check your boxes. The 3D skin layers mod takes your Minecraft skin and makes it actually look alive. Instead of being flat and painted out, the details pop out with real shape and texture. It's like giving your character a tiny 3D upgrade. When you move around, you can actually see the layers catching light and shadow. It looks cleaner in motion and it makes your skin design matter more. Every player starts to look different, even basic skins suddenly stand out. It adds variety without changing the game's original vibe. It uses a system that builds depth into your skin's extra pixels, turning them into raised layers your game can render in real time. In simple words, it makes your skin look like it has real clothes instead of stickers. The blur mod adds a soft blur effect behind menus and GUIs, and it honestly makes Minecraft look way more polished. When you open your inventory or pause the game, the background fades into this smooth blur that just feels clean. It gives the whole game a calm, modern vibe. It's not flashy or overdone, it's subtle, but it changes how the game feels. Everything blends together nicely. It's one of those mods that's purely visual, but once you've seen it, you can't go back to the plain default look. It just feels finished and kind of cozy too. Whenever you pick up items in Minecraft, the game doesn't really tell you what you got unless you watch the hotbar closely. The Up Notifier mod fixes that by showing up a small pop-up in the corner with icons and quantities for everything you pick up. It disappears after a second, but it's surprisingly satisfying and helpful, especially when mining, farming, or looting mobs. It feels like a natural extension to the game's UI, not a flashy add-on. You see what you grabbed, then it's gone. No clutter, no noise. The Falling Leaves mod adds gentle leaf particles that slowly drift down from trees, giving Minecraft's forests a calm and peaceful atmosphere. The leaves fall naturally as you walk through the forests or stand under trees, creating this relaxing, almost cinematic vibe. It's quiet, it's subtle, but it adds a lot of charm. It completely changes how the world feels. Everything suddenly looks more alive. The Visuality mod adds small visual effects that make Minecraft's world feel richer and more alive. You'll notice things like particles when you mine, little splashes in the rain, or dust floating in the air inside caves. It instantly makes the game look more dynamic. What's nice is that it doesn't try to change Minecraft's style, it just adds more life to what's already there. Those are mods that basically live in every world I make. If you try any of them out, tell me how they feel in your game, and if you got any suggestions I should check out, drop them. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you in the next video.